Gemini, welcome to Hypgnosis Tarot on YouTube, formerly known as Paradox Report. Today we're doing love readings. I have already shuffled. And while I was shuffling, the first card that popped out is the King of Pentacles. So for some of you female Geminis, you may be dealing with earth signs or someone who's extremely stable and or older than you. Or perhaps you even have a child with this individual. Doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship that's already in the works. It could be one that is you stumble upon or you meet someone during this month. All right, so let's get into it. First card or two cards are for or corresponding to the purpose of this divine meeting, if you will, because in all meetings, right, or relations, there's something to be learned, right? A gift, if you will. So if you're younger, for some of you Geminis, you may be the younger one in this particular union, or, you know, if you're dating this person, or maybe they're younger than you, but there's a significant age difference. Mindful of pregnancies, because this could very well be bringing a pregnancy, or just learning how to deal with someone who is stable when you're used to being, some of you may be used to being in your emotions, okay? Or just dealing with someone or dealing with this situation that has an age difference. What is it that your partner needs? Some nurturing, stability. Taste of reality. Let me clarify. They have need of patience because perhaps they go off on a tangent when it comes to emotions and messages. Maybe you need to make sure that you are having communication, because that's where, you know, sometimes people don't think that certain things need to be addressed, or they just assume that, you know, the other should know X, Y, and Z, but that's not the case. Not everyone is where you are, Gemini. Meaning, sorry, not everyone is where you are. Not everyone is, you know, so easy to detach, and maybe it's the Gemini in this particular instance. But it seems as though this person's emotions can kind of be all over the place. Maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Maybe this Gemini has just a very emotional being. Okay, next card. Being patient with this individual is what's going to do it. What could possibly assist in the greatest good. Okay. We need to be mindful of obstacles, of being so gung-ho on this new beginning and not, you know, we're focused on sort of like Mr. Look Good or Mrs. Look Good, Smell Good. We're not really paying, well, not we, because I'm not a Gemini. I have progressed Gemini on the ascendant, but in my progress chart, but I keep saying we, but Geminis, you know, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to what's really going on, because this person might, I don't know, it's just a lot going on here, Gemini. It's like the Gemini wants to move forward, but someone, you know, I would just be very mindful, Gemini, because this reading seems to be jumping around a bit. You have need of balance, and somebody might be playing mind games just to get a rise out of you. You might have to let the situation go. Utilize your intuition. Okay. Oh, I got a few different things going on here. But overall, you got the Nine of Cups at the bottom. So be mindful of being greedy, because this might be a situation in which you think, okay, I can, play my normal games or however you behave in love relationships. And it may not be that type of situation. It's not looking like it is. Not like this person is going to take this lightly, okay? Gemini. The Frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. All right, take that for what you will. Let me do one other thing for Gemini. Yeah. And if you're dealing with a Gemini, be very mindful, because this individual may just get off on actually having control. Whoever this is, it could be another air sign, it could be a male, it could be a female that's just extremely dominant, mentally agile. It'll leave you with a broken heart. Either you or you do this to them. And this happens quite quickly. Sort of like somebody putting you to sleep, or you putting someone to sleep with your words. You have the Nine of Cups here too. It's interesting because this is totally different than this Nine of Cups. This comes to greed, and maybe this other individual is like, you know what? I'm not the one to fuck with. Because you're being greedy, because you have a fucking need that you need to fulfill by any means necessary at someone else's expense. Hangman, surrender while you're ahead. For some of you, whatever you're offering, and it looks like some of you females, or maybe you male Geminis, and this is a female that's offering you some sort of fruit of some sort. But this might be about control and mind games. Just be mindful, because that just looks like a clusterfuck. So that's all I have for you, Gemini. See you next month.